Well, I had worked with Burns before. I actually have now worked on heavily involved in 3 Burns projects and minimally involved in a couple of others. But my relationship with Ken began in 1993 when he was doing baseball, his first multi-part series following the Civil War. There I was an on-camera commentator a lot, I think more than any other single person, and also a script consultant. His next project was jazz, and he wanted me to be on camera for that one as well. Among other things, I was a jazz critic. I wrote a jazz column for Esquire for 5 years and occasionally wrote about it in other places. I said to Ken, you know, when I was watching baseball, suddenly commenting on baseball was Shelby Foote, the Civil War historian, who was the star of Ken's Civil War documentary. And I said, what the hell is he doing here? And I think the same thing will happen if I'm suddenly talking about jazz. People have watched me for 9 straight nights over, you know, a couple of years ago talking about baseball, and now he's a jazz expert. So on that one, I was only a script consultant. And then Prohibition. I had once run into Ken walking across the Brooklyn Bridge. I was with my son. He was with, I don't remember who he was with, maybe his wife. And we hadn't seen each other for a while, and how are you? Great to see you. He said, let's make a film together. And I never took it seriously because I know nothing about making films. That's what he does. I write books. And then when I took up on Prohibition and ran into him and he learned what I was doing, he said, that's it, let's make a film together. Making a film together with Ken Burns is not, you know, it's not entirely an equal, a joint operation. In fact, the primary figure was credited as co-director in that film, Lynn Novick, his associate Lynn Novick, who's a phenomenal filmmaker and really did a superb job on Prohibition, which was the film that I suppose we made together. As I wrote chapters, I would send them not just to my publisher, but also to Jeff Ward, who was writing the teleplay for Ken Burns.